Hi, I'm Marty and this is Cooking at the Kraus House. Today we're making something super delicious. It's green chili. Now I know a lot of you have had green chili, I've had it before too, and usually it's super slimy and kind of disgusting to me. I'm not a green chili fan. As a matter of fact, this is a healthy dish, which is another thing I don't believe in. I don't like healthy food, I don't think it tastes that great, but today we made this green chili with turkey meat, and you can't even tell. It has flavor and is delicious. And it was super surprising to me. And this is Lacey and Andy Sanchez, who shared the recipe with us. And they are so awesome. They're like my very own children, if they were just a little younger. And we're so glad that they would be willing to come on and share this with us today. So try it. I think you'll really like it. So Andy, tell us what's in your awesome green chili.
So in my awesome green chili, we can use any kind of meat. I've used pork, hamburger, beef, but today we're going to use turkey. This is what I use most of the time because that's what my family likes to eat. We have simple ingredients: onion, you can use yellow onion or white onion, whatever you choose, some garlic, green chili, and a can of RoTel, but you can also use just regular chopped tomato.
Oh, okay.
I use RoTels because it has green chilies mixed in it as well.
In case there wasn't enough green chili?
Yes, in case there's not enough.
Okay.
And just salt and pepper. So simple ingredients.
Awesome.
Okay, so to start out, I put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan. I use olive oil, probably 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, depending on how much meat. But we're using a pound, so that's a little bit. Then just a pound of whatever meat that you decided to use. We'll fry that up. As I'm browning the meat, I do add a little bit of seasoning, salt and pepper, just as I'm browning it, just to flavor the meat a little bit before.
Because everyone knows turkey needs some flavoring.
Yes, for sure. So that's about how brown I get it, and then I start adding, and then I'll add the garlic and onion now.
Okay.
So I don't brown it all the way, but I brown it enough to get it.
So about 2 teaspoons of garlic?
Yeah, about 2 teaspoons of garlic. So the meat's browned pretty good and the onion's starting to soften, so I'm going to add the can of RoTel. You said you could add just regular tomatoes, but I like to use RoTel. It has a little bit of green chili in it. And then just let that mix in there and cook with that meat for just a little bit, and then we'll add another can of green chili. I do it in steps because I like the flavors to melt together.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So that juice is cooked down pretty good. I'm going to add another can of green chili now. Just let that fry together for a minute. So now that green chili's been in there for a minute, add a couple tablespoons of flour just to thicken it up after we put the rest of the ingredients in. Just blend that together and let it cook off the raw flour. rest of the green chili.
That's a lot of green chili.
That is a lot of green chili, but you need a lot to make it taste good. I'll just let that cook for a minute and bring it up to where it gets nice and hot, and then we'll add the water.
Ready?
Go ahead. So after I add all the ingredients, now I just add, after I put in the flour and the last of the green chili, I just add 2 cups of water, which we're going to just bring it to a boil. Let it simmer for just a few minutes, and then we're going to transfer it to the crock pot where it's going to cook for the rest of the time, 6 to 8 hours, just depending on how long you want it to cook for or how hungry you are.
So you could make all this part in the morning and then just leave it in the crock pot all day and come home and
be
have it
ready.
for dinner.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
So we're going to add a little bit more salt and pepper just at the end, just to season it a little bit more. I usually have my wife taste it. She's the taste tester. And that's it. We're ready to transfer it to crock pot.
Okay. So there's lots of different ways that you can serve it or eat it. What are some of the ways that you do?
We've served it with nacho style. We do bean burritos, or we smother it over bean burritos. You can eat it just like a soup and scoop it out with chips, or versatile. You can eat it however you want to, really.
So we put it over chips and added cheese and sour cream and some avocados and cilantro, but it's super versatile. You can do it however you want to. I want to thank Andy for coming today and doing this. He didn't really want to. His wife surprised him. And I'm so glad he came. We recently all went camping together as a family, and this is what Andy and Lacey made for dinner, and it was so delicious. And we had gourmet camping. We had great food every night, and this was one of the favorites, and it was pretty good. And so I'm so glad that Andy, willing or not, came and showed us how to make it today. And please remember to subscribe, to like it, to share, and to try it, and let me know how it was. And we'll see you next Monday.